Yeah, so this is pretty common in the Yucatan. You're going to ride along a reasonable road. There is going to be quite a bit of potholage, and there are going to be some obstructions, but the roads to the most part are reasonable for an ADV bike. I'm not sure I'd fancy doing it on a roadster, but for a bike with a bit of suspension travel, it's not so bad. And then you end up in a small town, a bit like this. You'll end up coming into the town. You'll go through a central square usually, and then you'll pop out the other side, which is roughly what's happening now. Through here, so here's a central square. It's usually a little municipal building, which is what this is on the right. There's usually a church, which is what that is on the left. And yeah, you just carry on through, and there'll be 2 or 3 streets either side of you, left and right, and there'll usually be 2 or 3 sort of north and south of your position, and that's the pueblo when you go through. And there's hundreds of them, and they're fantastic, and the people are really nice. And you can stop and get yourself a Diet Coke of one of the millions of little tiendas, which is like the one we just passed on our right. There's nice little places to get food. Some of it might be not to your liking, some of it might upset your stomach. A lot of it doesn't. A lot of it's very nice. At least I find it very nice. And yeah, it's a fine adventure. Not every minute of a ride needs to be spent on the bike. The adventure in ADV or adventure motorcycling is anything you want to make it. It's on the bike, it's off the bike, it's the destination, it's the journey, it's whatever you want to make it. It's a great thing about ADV, I think. You know, here we are, just exiting a small pueblo on a road to, I really don't know where. I mean, it's a planned ride, nothing wrong with that. So it's not like we're going to be completely lost. That's not a feeling I particularly relish. But it makes me think about what is ADV, what is adventure motorcycle riding, and I'm not sure I really understood it when I bought this motorcycle. I'm not sure I really understood the difference between ADV, dual sport, even motocross and trials and all the other stuff. So I'm beginning to get a better understanding, I think, of what it is. For me, and people can absolutely disagree with me if they want, but for me, an ADV bike is a road bike. The difference between that and a cruiser is it doesn't care what kind of road it's on. It can be a paved road, it can be an unpaved road, it can be a dirt road, but the idea is that it is a road. It is a road that leads somewhere. It is a mildly finished road. Enduro is the next step up. It's where there is not a road. And that's where I think people are going to disagree with me, because there are a lot of people who ride ADV bikes off-road, and they're perfectly entitled to do that. But that's not really what they were designed to do. And the reason that you know that is because ADV bikes don't win Paris-Dakar. Enduro bikes do. And that's the sort of ultimate kind of off-road race, as far as I'm concerned. It's the race to basically tell you which is the best motorcycle for going anywhere. Deserts and canyons and roads and whatnot. So anyway, and the king of adventure bikes for me is the 1200 GSA. The big adventure BMW. Followed, or for others, what's in front of it are maybe the big KTMs, the big Yamaha, the Tenere, stuff like that, Kawasaki's. These are big, heavy bikes, and they're not designed to be picked up. And the difference between that and an enduro bike is an enduro bike is designed to be picked up and thrown about. So if you're going to go on extremely tough terrain, an enduro bike is just better at it. So for me, the other difference between enduro and adventure is not just the off-road capability, it's the on-road capability. Enduro bikes are absolutely fine on the highway, but there's no question in my mind whatsoever that this bike is better. It just is. And here we go, and this is a perfect example when the road kind of ends. Not really, but kind of ends. You need a motorcycle that can deal with it.